Yes, thank you so much for your patience, everybody. Oh my god. We're over an hour late here. And actually an hour and a half if you consider 9:30 is when we try to start. OBS wasn't working, Elgato wasn't working. I thought I lost my Nintendo Switch. Turns out I just put it in the case for safekeeping. We're downloading Mass Effect 3, we're downloading Octopath Traveler. But in the meantime, how about a nice, fun, short game called Doki Doki Literature Club. Doki Doki. We got some pretty girls here. You know, look, they're kind of blushing a lot. A lot of blushing. I had some bad luck today, baby. Some real bad luck. But I think this game's going to cheer me up. You know? Yeah, this looks like a nice, fun, relaxing time. Let's do it. Doki Doki Literature Club, baby. 5 hours? Perfect. Enter your name. My name is Happy Matt. Happy Maddie? Happy Maddie. I'm happy now. Hey. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air, like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Maybe I should be out of the way of this text, eh? Might be smart. I'll go up here, maybe. My disembodied body. Yeah, I don't want to be in the way. Let's go like this. Whoop! There. That's probably a little better. Restream. You can be up here. Okay. Ah, yes, Siegfried was asking about these before. Oh, there's a disclaimer that says if you are depressed or suffer from anxiety, this might not be a great time for you. Apparently this game gets pretty dark. They kind of give away the whole twist, don't they? Oh, whatever. So yeah, be warned. This game has got some dark themes. We don't need to see my whole body if I'm just going to be disembodied. Alright. Recently, a teen killed himself after playing this game. Wow. That's very sad. If you're suffering from depression, please reach out to somebody. Us. Anyone. We'll talk about it. You'll get through it. It'll seem impossible now, but you can do it. That girl's Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ah! I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Ah, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Happy Maddie. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Happy Maddie, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Kanayuki's here! Corey's here! Pink dialogue boxes. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah! There's no way I'm going to your club. Hey, meanie. Sayori's vice president of the literature club. Oh yeah, Stella just left too. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday we'd bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yeah, let's go. Make him a show. Make him a show. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectively follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Happy Maddie, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Yes. Let's get me out of the way. I'll just hide down here. There we go. That works. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Gross. How old are these girls, by the way? She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear. Oh. Then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Oh, well, it's nice to meet both of you. It sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Happy Maddie. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. She could bend over like that. Her hair flies in the wind. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Happy Maddie. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. I wouldn't say I forgot about the chat. Sarcasm, the thought is here. Maester has the game ruined for him. We'll see that. We'll get the meme body when we need it. How you doing there, Sarcasm, the thought? Alright. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da. Oh my god, Commander Root's not following. Yes! Oh. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Huh, well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcakes around on my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for, you know, you, dummy. Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here. That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. Oh my god, do these girls murder people? You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Hi, Irma. How are you? You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Happy Maddie, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. I've stopped listening, I guess. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to on a minimal level. Hey, Water Fox! At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gave you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Ah, your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Natsuki does have really cool hair. I like her hair. But I also like Sayori's hair too. But I like the look of... I like the quiet girl. Not Monica, although Monica seems the most regular. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I am not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. She does have the best hair. She's got these big blue eyes. Hey, Chrysamel! I think you're gonna like this one, Chrysamel. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. And next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Huh? Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Happy Maddie? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Oh, what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Huh. Happy Maddie. You all... I am defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I'm really glad this is a day Stella decided not to be home while I'm streaming this one. That is, if writing a poem is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Alright. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. What are you talking about with this trap? What is this trap stuff? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Happy Maddie, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Haha. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Happy Maddie, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. What does that mean, trap? What are you talking about? Time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Dream. Cause it. Trap is a feminine guy that can pass for a girl. Well, whatever works for you. I mean, if you're attracted, you're attracted, right? What's the matter? Vertigo. Yeah. I didn't think that about her once. Pleasure. Starscape. Oh my god, I'm doing so good. Suicide. Ugh. Climax. Journey. Bing. I am killing it with Yuri. Waterfall. Oh, her. Rain cloud. Nibble. Flying. I'm trying to think of things that are like horror and fantasy. I was thinking of going for Yuri. She seems nice, you know? Natsuki's pretty cool, though. Natsuki's the kind of, probably the girl I would, like, try to get. But Yuri seems like the one I'd want to end up with. You ever do that? End up with somebody just because you wanted to? Because they were so hard to get. And you're there and you realize, what have I done? I guess, Giggle. Bing! Natsuki! Yeah. Blanket? What the hell? Massacre! Haha! Oh, I have to pick music. Whoopsie. Horror! Hey, Lazul! Wow, really? I mean, it's just kind of, she's just a drawing. Oh, maybe she is. I mean, maybe they're just trying to include something for everybody, you know? Daydream. Oh, wrong. Let's see. Adventure? Nope. Melancholy. Yeah. Well, I couldn't get my PS4 and PS3 to work with Elgato, so. Secret of the Truth. Interesting. Disaster. Yeah. She likes horror and fantasy. After image? Nice! Fantasy. What? Oh. Eddie Cornejo the second. Awesome. Let's see. Secretive, maybe. Or maybe ambient. Yes! Me and Yuri together forever. Hi again, Happy Maddie. Also, Yuri's the oldest one, which is good for me. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange to me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was last come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Happy Maddie. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Oh my god, I'm just realizing Yuri's exactly like this girl I sort of dated. Oh my god. If she's funny. Is she funny? Who's the funniest? Oh, really? Yuri's the common first decision? Oh. Is it too late? Like, am I set on this track? Maybe we should have gone for the weirdest one. Like, Natsuki seems like that'd be a fun one, too. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any club this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Everyone does pick Yuri? Aw, man. Manga's literature. Is Monica like the boss one, the hardest one to get? Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Happy Maddie always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. Isn't that right? He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room, wiping my butt. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Ah, so desu ne. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Happy Maddie can become good friends too. Sayori. What? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she's put me into. Shouldn't leave her hanging when I go to the other girls? Please stop pushing what? Pushing what? Pushing what? Monica's not gettable. It's not like a boss. Oh, okay. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Oh, wait, Sayori. Oh, me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. You already made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Ah. What do I do? Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess it means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. What a nice girl! It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you want. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Today, I don't know, Eddie. I gotta go see my friend's new baby. It's 1 day old. But I'm gonna play for a while. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I'd feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seemed to be in the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably would have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. Wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah. So it does. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You already made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Foreshadowing? Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Happy Maddie? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. Taina Ribeiro! Hello. Taina. Is that Portuguese? Portuguese? She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have all their own goals, or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. I'm from Canada, near Toronto. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Jerry Setria. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. Huh, what are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into the bag. My bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book, start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Ha! Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page? Right, yeah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it of my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Happy Maddie, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more mean that it's kind of cute. Ah. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone! I think it's about time we shared our day's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not... It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. Huh. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book. Slip it back in my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. I guess Yuri. Is there a way to kind of like win or lose this? They do asset flips to this? Oh my god, I bet they're... I mean, we've talked to Yuri for quite a while. It might be nice to see what someone else thinks. The order doesn't matter? Okay. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I'll start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Huh? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. I can hear you. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Bye, Christamel. Have a good one. Thanks for popping by. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? What's this? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That was nice. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Huh. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Happy Maddie. Really? I must have totally missed that point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Idiot. Fathead Finn! Hello! But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. No problem, Siegfried. Welcome back. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared. Ah! Eddie's here! Compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. Oh, Rossner, hello! I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Hey, Fathead Finn! That's impressive. Huh? That's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. Tarot life! Hello! I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Happy Maddie. Me too. Alright, I want to see what Natsuki has to think. Bingo, bango! Huh? Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. Hey, Azrael. I like, a lot of people recommended it, so I wanted to play it. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes? Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Oh, Roster quit his job. He's in Ecuador. Congratulations! Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Alley over the hill, baby, in the Maple Galaxy. Hey, everybody's here. And Langit too. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but they made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. I like Natsuki's creativity. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, I won't take that away from her. Oh, sorry! I know that it has a twist. That's it. What's the YouTube channel? I think it's called Official 90s Kid. Maybe someone can put the link? One of the mods, maybe? I think. Or you can search Game Think Talk. That brings up the channel a lot. This is a good poem, Happy Maddie. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who'd be writing poems in his spare time? Thanks, Maester. I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. Just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Happy Maddie. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people? That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah! And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleep from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That was a good one. I think they kind of designed Sayori to be the most attractive because she has like, well, she doesn't have long hair, but she's got the biggest eyes. They usually give really big eyes to people that are, you know, supposed to be attractive and yeah. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. Can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. Yeah, I'm hungry now too. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast! Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point arguing. Natsuki Doki Doki is here? Hello? Hello? Hello, Natsuki Doki Doki. Natsuki's here, oh my god. Thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. Yes, you will. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Oh, I read that in her voice. Monika! The Queen. Hi, Happy Maddie. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Happy Maddie. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Huh. Great job, Happy Maddie. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something deep. Meti Argentum TF is here. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Ha! That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked. Anyway. Super Snow! Poor soul, eh? No idea what I got myself into. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing is full of imagery and symbolism, as foretold in the prophecy. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of that. It's very challenging to write that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I've never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It'll take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. Wink, wink. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. Couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. I haven't seen any spoilers yet. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Ha, it's okay. Because in this world, a man can do no wrong. Because we want you to feel great, no matter what you say and all the insecurities you have and how little you think of yourself, someone will always go, ha, it's okay. Yuri is actually the G-Man from Half-Life, and this is a prequel to Skyrim. Oh my god, really? Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's been coming on so strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Oh my god! Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. How do you smile sadly? Like that? What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess she could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Poem panic! Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. Huh. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Happy Maddie did too. Monica on Twitch. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. Yeah, we'll be streaming Canada today, which is this Sunday. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Happy Maddie liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Happy Maddie appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overall cutesy. Or overly cutesy, sorry. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Happy Maddie started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you, they say together. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turn towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Happy Maddie. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Happy Maddie. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Happy Maddie? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? Not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they probably think more highly of me. Natsuki. You're right that I like your poem. See? Wait. It's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. It's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? Huh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defined only because she can't handle the pressure. Well, Monica on Twitch, we'll have to see. You ever do that? Just to be defiant? Even though you know you're wrong, but you have to stand up just for you feel it. It's just the right thing to do. Sometimes I'm like that with Stella. I know I'm wrong, but I can't let her have that moment. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri! How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Happy Maddie. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said. About, I would never do anything so shameful. And as she says that, her boobs are perfectly center screen. Huh? What thing did Natsuki say? Don't make her say it, you perv. Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Good idea. Monica would have handled it way better, eh? Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Happy Maddie, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. Think to myself, what a wonderful world. I did learn a little bit more about myself and the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Happy Maddie! Ready to walk home? Sure, make him a show. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Huh? What do you mean? Write a poem just for Monica? Between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. It kind of reminds me of playing Stardew Valley. Happy Maddie, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? What does this have to do with the future holds, Sayori? I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. I'm glad I joined the Doki Doki Literature Club too. What's Doki Doki mean? So... Should you, like, what's the best way? Is there an efficient way to do this? Should we pit them all against each other? Or should we just go for one? Monika's here. Contamination. Boom, Yuri's gonna like that. Uncontrollable. Bam. Rain cloud. Damn it. Pain. Oh, wow. Sayori likes pain? Infinite? No, massacre. Hey! Super chicken? Spire chicken? I think, yeah. Massacre. Yes! It didn't work. Okay. Heartbeat or something. Doki Doki. It's like onomatopoeia of a heart pounding. Oh, like Doki, 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 Doki. Okay, that makes sense. Intellectual. Boom! Death. Ah. Unrestricted. No, melancholy. Yep. Agonizing. Yep. Depression. Ah. Marshmallow? Damn it. Disoriented. Yes. Graveyard. Yes. Imagination? Yes. Extraordinary. No. Email. I just wanted to put that in there. Disarray. Incongruent. Yeah, she likes the big words. I like big words too. Well, Monika, you're not on the page. And Monika seems to me always like she's just in charge, you know? Monika's out of my league. Suicide. Unrequited. Damn it. Raindrops. Yes. They're all the same words. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Sounds like he's giving a speech. Hello everyone, I've gotten more comfortable here. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Happy Maddie. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Huh. I'm still not used to you being in this club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. Oh, Monika smiles sadly. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Ah, that's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. This is strange. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. It's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack. You would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, so I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Oh, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Huh? didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. Aha! Jeremy B! It was on that last house offer we just put in. Another offer in another house. Ah. You'll find the right one, Jeremy. You'll find your Yuri house. Or your... What's her name? Natsuki? Or your Monica house? Or your Sayori house? It was just something in my book. Yuri. Tell Happy Maddie to let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. But I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my own book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. Even when you say things like, get your retribution. It doesn't matter. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. That's... There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and I have to accept the revolution. Come on, Sayori. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Ha! Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Huh. Did you just get smacked by... Yeah. Super cool skeleton 95. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was that? A cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie. Uh-oh. Wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Excuse me. Is this a miracle? No, obviously Natsuki threw a cookie at your face. It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Haha! I was just gonna give it to you. Or I was just gonna give it to you. Then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you! I'm so happy! Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good! Sayori suddenly clasped her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. So Sayori's kind of an idiot. Natsuki. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Then why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Huh. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Okay. Oh, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Oh, she's a quick one. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Welcome, Super Cool Skeleton 95. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Huh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica? Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. Hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. Idiots. She's pretty popular after all. I don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. probably more desirable than all of us combined. But if you were all combined, you'd be like, you'd have 3 heads and 6 arms and 3 noses. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. It makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Oh, she's a musician. I like musicians. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. Kind of just started recently. Okay. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Happy Maddie. Monica smiles sweetly. Yes. We're all welcome. Oh my god, I keep pressing escape. I like having this portable keyboard. I can just kind of put it everywhere. Super cool Natsuki. Could you please talk about anything else? I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Dragon, enemy stuff, and more! Why does everybody call her Buff Suki? Some girls are just athletic, you know? That's all. Or maybe she is. And I think that, and if she was, say she was trans, she'd probably want to be super feminine, you know? In that case, best of luck. Thanks, but I don't know. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. That was pretty funny, actually, when Sayori bit that cookie like a tricky dog. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Yeah, alright, Natsuki's not trying to be mean. There you go. We'll take that as a sorry and we'll move on, hey? Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. That metaphor's not helping. Hey, Yuri! Huh? I suddenly noticed that Yuri's reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Natsuki. Sarah's a mod here, so nobody wants to see everybody, 2 people fighting in the chat. It's just a waste of time. Like, go do that somewhere else. You know? You're both obviously into the role playing, so there you go. No? Anyways, back to this. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all, baby cakes. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better. Nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, kind of the filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri was just gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. It's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Whoa, Yuri. Oof. Look, look at her body language. Right out there. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Happy Maddie in club activities? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Happy Maddie. She's getting a little bit possessive, eh? Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Oh god. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. What's gonna happen? I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that pissed me off. Made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Happy Maddie? How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. When you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? Can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Happy Maddie. I really like being friends with you. Huh. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. Kind of awkward saying something like that. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway. Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Happy Maddie, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature in the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. Shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring tea leaves. Oh my gosh. I just saw this meme body. Good lord. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. Must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Happy Maddie. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Happy Maddie, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. Ah, she's got a bad back like me. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because oh my god, is this a boob thing? Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. Hey, fathead fan. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. Quick save. I take it, since it'll go well with tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except that this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. Can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until her shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but she's being less apprehensive. It's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch your chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. Put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the hot chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. Oh my god, are we going to feed her the chocolate? Is that what's happening here? You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips, as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Huh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Happy Maddie. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. Something that friends do. Right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. Doki, 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 doki. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert a gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. Take the chocolate. Place it in her mouth. We should probably put an age warning on this. This is... What's the rating on this game? I feel a bit weird. Parent guide. Doki Doki Literature Club. What do the parents say? Oh, I don't want to see any of that. I don't want to see any, Doki Doki. Not suitable for youngies, I guess? Younglings? Okay. There you go. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Uh-oh. Lag spiking. Okay. I'll just wait for it to come back. Whew, that was Monica. Oh my gosh. Oh. Yeah, of course. Alright, what was the last thing we said? Chocolate. Hot breath. Can you help? You can help Yuri put away the tea stuff. Okay. Okay. Oh, I should have been save scumming, so you can see what happens when you talk to different people. The spell is abruptly broken. A bona fide pun maker. The spell is abruptly broken. What about Natsuki? I would love to get to know Natsuki. I want to know them all. I like Natsuki's style, her creativity. I think Sayori is kind of stupid. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Oh, great. Who should I show my poem to first? Oof. Jump right into the fire again with Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Oh, it's not connected at all. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Happy Maddie. This one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Uh-oh, Monica's getting pissed. Come on, Monica, you gotta be a leader. Monica's gotta be neutral. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. Probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. Wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Okay, the raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of the raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious will aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. It's really hard to see this. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. Off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. That raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. I think I'd go for Natsuki the second time. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because... That's a nice pun there, Skeleton. Yuri really liking that poem? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Happy Maddie? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening, eating chocolate. There really aren't many people like you, Happy Maddie. That's exaggerating a little bit. You only said 2 things. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. Now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Catherine Ross, how are you? Catherine Ross, we're here for you. Natsuki. Okie dokie. Nice. I like your last one better. Oh, really? Well, yeah, I can tell you're a little more daring with this one. But you're really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat. That may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy or add more meaning just by using annoying and complicated language. Just make it simple, cute, to the point. Yuri's head over heels for all this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that BS. Ha! Making your reader look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. I guess that's one way to look at it. Well, everyone has their own opinion, but my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Flamer NC, how are you? It's very fun, Monica. Talking to all these girls in here. Very fun indeed. Who knew? Who knew this club would be so great, Monica? I guess it has good leadership. Well, I do like Natsuki, but she goes so out of her way to be kind of... Well, I guess she's just being honest. She's not being... Well... You know, she was just being honest, and then all of a sudden Natsuki goes, but my opinion's the best. That's not being honest. That's just being a big bragger. It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that that was the best I could do. Nah, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I thought I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares about what someone likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone, it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Oh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really. Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, sounds like she learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it. Oh, Natsuki, that doesn't sound like you. She said she's the best. So, do Natsuki and Yuri have a thing going on? Sorry, Monica. Sayori. This is Sayori. Smiling? Nothing to say. Ooh. I like this one, Happy Maddie. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Well, let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. It's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. Yet I'm in the club. But that's why I just go by my heart. Doki doki, doki doki. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. Not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah! Me neither. Ugh. Kazi, it must be so late where you are. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Ah, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Huh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Shiori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow! Shiori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Happy Maddie. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Oh my god, these are so long. Bottles! I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger, pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. And happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the rocks. Sorry, the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. Doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after another, handing them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who weren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. That was a good one, Shiori. Holy crap. Shiori, did you really write this? Of course I did! Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. See that? It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to being cheerful? Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Bye, Dragon Anime stuff and more. See you. Ah, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself in this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. That's right, Monica. Monica's helping others. She's a great leader. She made this club to make everyone better, feel better about themselves, to grow. Yeah, even if she has to take crap from Yuri. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Shiori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Alright, bye, Kazi. Thanks for hanging. I don't think we're going to be playing Jackbox. Bye, Dragon. I wonder if this is one of those times. but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. All right, Monica. Monica the patient. Hi again, Happy Maddie. How's the writing going? All right, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Ha! I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. There you go. I give my poem to Monica. All right. This one is good. Feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. Look at Monica, totally got over that Yuri was rude to her and can now hand out praise. I think her poem's the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Just touched a really hot light. Trust me, I've tried. It's better. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? Hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just mean that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Oh. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... Well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Load me. Load me. Chalkboard on a turntable. I really liked it, Monica, on Twitch. So different. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. Kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Ha! That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. Okay. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come, sit at the front of the room. Just about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? Not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Okay, Kevin, Mevin. We're just learning about literature and poems. We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the events. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting in all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Haha. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting up those posters, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There was no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. We start the event and each put on a good performance, and it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings. Being intimate with yourself. Finding new horizons. And having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. Guess it leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get members. Graphics card? I think I don't have a 10 and anything. I think I have like a 960 or something. I usually don't stream on the video card. I stream on my CPU. Yeah. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. All right. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Haha! That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Uh-oh, foreshadowing? Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of the strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebooks to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting the poem. Little Shrimp 3. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Huh, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Wow, she inspired Yuri. Whoa, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Oh, Natsuki's gonna love that title. She's gonna hate that title. Alright, Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce, confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns and structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. I will be right back in 5 minutes. Okay? 5 minutes, be back in 5 minutes. All right, I am super pumped. That was me. All right, I am super. I can't wait to see what these girls are gonna do. All right, are you ready? Okay, Sayori. Sayori hops out of her chair, cheerfully walks to the podium. Oh, Natsuki needs some space. This one's called My Meadow. By the way, I love this game. This is great. Oh my door. Leo, come on. I loved Sayori's other poem about like putting all her happy thoughts in this jar. You know? She probably feels like she has to be happy all the time for people. My Meadow. Ah, bye, Corey. So great to see you. Bye. Oh, Monica, what a nice thing to say. But that doesn't sound so much like Monica. I think Monica would be, you know, more professional. Very professional. Goodbye, you madman. Madman. My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Oh, no. Monica does say that stuff too? Okay. Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. That's her favorite thing, bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Huh, even Happy Maddie liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. I know what you mean. That's, well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Happy Maddie. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Happy Maddie lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Ouch. Natsuki. It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. Imagine you wrote the song that's playing in the background. Doki Doki Literature Club is a place where girls and a guy get together to write, to listen, and to grow. Doesn't matter if you feel a little bit sad or bad. Monica's around, she's gonna pick you up, and her rhyme's gonna feel so glad. Literature Club, that's a club it got to be. Do you like anime? Do you like dubs or subs? I don't know, don't ask me. Doki 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 Doki, Doki Doki, Doki Doki, Doki Doki Literature Club. All right, Natsuki. This poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. That's not how Monica would say it. Monica would say, because you're presenting. She's a leader. Always sets a good example. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Ah, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends... Oh, she called us her friends! It's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. We didn't think you had friends. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. Monica kind of reminds me of Sailor Moon. Except more mature. And more developed. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? My birthday is May 10th. I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. Doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy. I like that pose she does. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. Let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. If I press auto, will it just... I don't have to click this every time? Nico Nanami loves donuts. There was a bakery that burned down where Langit lived. Oh my god. What am I doing? No, I don't want to load. Really doesn't like this one, Kanayuki? Cute Leo. Empty slot. I'm gonna press auto. Monday's the big day! I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Suri and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club. And impressing Monica. Oh, you want to impress Monica? Huh. I thought I was the protagonist, not you, game. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Who's Kana? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. We just go home together every day. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Happy Maddie. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Oh, that's Kanayuki. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Or what kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I would walk home with Yuri. I would still walk home with Sayori. We're going Yuri. Sorry, Sayori. Ah, but Sayori's my friend. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down. So, isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. Ha! You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. Huh. You say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if it's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? That's true. The festival is happening soon. Poem time, baby! Who would like the word kiss? Oh, Natsuki. Vivacious. Graveyard. Nightgown. Oh, effulgent. Sad. Ah. Horror. Agonizing. Afterimage. Oh, anxiety. Atone? Starscapes. Analysis. Wrong. I always get that one wrong. But out of 20, you'll need to have one majority, right? Best girl, best girl, best bro. Uh-oh. Yes. Yes. Yelp. Rain cloud. Damn. Actually, I accidentally got a bunch of the other ones, did I not? Oh man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Yeah. Uh-oh, I think I missed one. I was reading the chat. Let's go history. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Okay, good. Must have a lot of determination. Oh, Undertale. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination. But I guess passion. Who's hating? Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. All of you. All of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. Ah, can't wait for the festival. Look at Natsuki smiling. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Oh, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. She does. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid. It's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Ah, oh, come on. Oh, are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? The Squid Queen? Hey, I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you, of all people? Yeah, exactly. Because it's right in your name. Moni? Mon-ika. What? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Translation? To what, the English? Huh? Nani? Never mind. Fourth wall, breaking the fourth wall. Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. What's going on with Natsuki? She seems so different. Excuse me. Where's Sayori anyway? Well, there you are. Sayori's sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. Is she okay? I walk over to her. She's sad about our walk? I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything all right? Oh, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry so much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. She pulls a spider out of her brain and puts it in a bottle. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Especially Yuri. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Yeah, I think you should. There's so much cat hair flying in my face. Since they've been preparing for a festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Hey, Happy Maddie, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but... Have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? Can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you. Happy Maddie. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. Only since she started coming to this club. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. So, I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. You sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? You mean like the potential criminal in a case? In a crime? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Happy Maddie. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Oh, come on, Happy Maddie, don't be so dumb. Well, I probably shouldn't say too much. But you're about to? Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Hey, she's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light is turned on inside of her. What? Honey? No way. Sayori's always like that. Maybe not. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. Or maybe it is. Ha! Switch. You're so funny, Happy Maddie. Have you felt that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. What if Monica goes over there and just keeps pointing it right at me? I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet, I can't hear her from here. Quiet in Japanese is shizuka. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. I already did that. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. She looks away, just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. Aaron King 9919. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. Minaka. Oh, by now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit on one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax. You didn't even do anything. Uh-oh. We got a lag spike. We got a lag spike. Let's wait. Make sure it comes back. But, okay, I think it's gone. I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your own thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are the only concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping it to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh? Yuri smiles? Something happened to her? Oh, that's quite romantic. Huh? Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. I'm getting lag spikes, baby! Well, I'm not interested in you anyway, so date who you can, Aaron, but I prefer if you try to make it clearly visible that Yuri's taken. Wouldn't want Maddie to get the wrong impression. That's right, Aaron. Me and Aaron King going after Yuri. Okay, my upload seems to be back. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Happy Maddie. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Laggy daddy. I'll wait for it to come back. I'm in no rush. Come on, baby. Give me that upload back, baby. Can you still see what's going on? Is it skipping on your end? I mean, because there's no frames in this game, right? As long as you can hear what I'm saying. The story. Or read it. Maddie, oh my god. I'm such a dumb boy. A dummy. But I totally forgot I made you a meme face body, so maybe it's time for it to appear. Alright. Well, while we're waiting for this lag to catch up, or this upload, we'll add something. Let's have a look. This is quite odd. This is, quite something. Really hard to choose between the two, isn't it? There. It's okay, Yuri. I'm here for you. Wee! Wee! Smell my hand. Kick. I want to kick her. Tatsu.